My name is Yumi. I'm 33 years old. I work for a web design company. This year marks my 10th year with the company and my work is going well. Now I have clients asking for me directly and I'm living a satisfying life in my own way. But... oh, here we go again. It's this phone call that has been bothering me lately. I don't even want to see this name on the screen. But if I don't answer, she'll keep calling forever. And I know she will complain to me a lot later. Hello, Yumi? I called you yesterday, but you didn't answer. What were you doing? Oh, sorry. I've been a little busy at work. Do you even work at home? I've told you 100 times, but you should stop that. Women quit their jobs when they get married, so there's nothing good about putting in so much effort. As I've said before, it would be more beneficial for you to learn how to cook. I already want to hang up this call. My mom has old-fashioned values like this. She still believes the idea that a woman's happiness is to support her husband and take care of the housework, even in this day and age. I hate her values. Because of my mother's male chauvinism, I have had many bad experiences. When I was in middle school, I loved English and wanted to have an international career in the future. I asked my mother if I could join the English conversation school, but... You want to attend an English conversation school? What's the point of doing that? I want to work internationally in the future. A teacher at school recommended me. A really nice school. You know what? I have told you many times, but you are a girl and you don't have to do that. What's so great about being able to speak English? Women should get married while they are in their 20s. So it's beneficial for you if you're good at cooking and cleaning. My mother did not understand my feelings, and my dreams for the future did not come true in the end. But then something even more shocking happened. Yumi, I'm taking Takeru to English school today, so you prepare the dinner. What? Takeru is going to the English conversation school? What do you mean? I decided to let Takeru attend the school you mentioned the other day because it has a good reputation. What? When I asked you if I could go, you said no. You are a girl, right? Girls only need to be able to do housework. Boys should study to get a good job. Takeru is my little brother, 2 years younger than me. My mother has always loved my brother just because he is a boy, but didn't help him develop a sense of independence, and he always obeyed my mom. He went to an English conversation school as my mother told him to, but he ended up quitting after about 3 months, saying it wasn't fun. So, about this upcoming holiday, Yumi, are you listening to me? Yeah, I'm listening. You better come back this time. You say you're busy every time, and lately you haven't come home at all. She's right. I haven't been home lately. My father passed away 6 years ago, and my mother has lived alone since then. So I'm worried about her, but when I think about my mom's attitude, I'm reluctant to go home. The last time I went home was 2 years ago for New Year's. Even then, my mother was annoying, asking me when I was going to quit my job and that I should get married within a year. Not only that, my mother has been trying to get me into trouble a lot lately. So I'm sick of her. I know this time will be the same as that time anyway. And my mom said, Megumi is coming too, so you as her sister should teach her about our family traditions. Megumi is my brother's wife and my sister-in-law. My mother didn't like her, and I had to listen to my mom complain about her. But I can really empathize with her situation, and I often felt that what my mother said was wrong. Like, she says she still doesn't want to have kids. It's not right. If you're married, it's a woman's duty to make children, right? My mother imposes these old beliefs not only on us but on Megumi as well. If she were a quiet and obedient person, she might be able to follow what my mother wants. But she is more of an independent and clearly has her own ideas, just like me. I could tell that my mother didn't like that. That would be something they would both discuss and decide. It's not something that you can interfere in every time. I warned my mother to leave her alone because she has her own reasons, but she never listens. If you come back and take my side, it will give us an advantage, and I don't think even she will be able to go against us. You are my family too, and you have a duty to teach her the traditions of our family. Come on, on! I've told you 100 times not to get me involved. You really don't know what it's like to be a sister. Well, that's okay. Anyway, you should come home for the next holiday. She said that, and she hung up the phone without even listening to what I had to say. Although I would love to visit my dad, it's depressing to think about your mother. Then one day... Oh, Megumi? Hello, it's been a while. It's unusual for you to call me Megumi. It's been a while. It's, your mother asked me to call you. What? My mom told you to call me? Yes. I was told that you have something important to tell me about a family tradition. I've got what's going on when I heard that. My mother seems to be trying to get me to lecture her. I think I have an idea of what's going on. Sorry, that's just something my mom says on her own, so don't care about her. Anyway, how are things going with Takeru? I asked casually and got a surprising answer. Even though they both work, my brother doesn't do any of the housework. She works full-time and has to clean, do laundry, cook, and take care of the house, so every day she's exhausted. When I told my brother about this...
What are you talking about? I'm a man. I don't have to do housework. If my mom finds out I'm cooking, she's gonna be pissed at me.
That's what my brother said. Maybe that's why you don't want to have children? Actually, that's true. I want to have children, but, you know, he's definitely not going to help me raise a child, so I don't think I can raise a child on my own. Sometimes I think if I should live like this for the rest of my life. I don't want to say this to you, but sometimes I think we should just get divorced. I made up my mind after hearing her words. I need to make it clear that my mom is wrong the next time I go back home. And a few days later, I went back to my parents' house just like my mother told me to. I'm home. Welcome home. We've been waiting for you. My brother and his wife were already in the living room. But Megumi had a cleaning tool in her hand, and I knew she was being forced to do housework by my mother. My brother was just watching TV and eating snacks. You really suck at everything you do. I wonder how your parents raised you. Come on, don't just stand there. You're cleaning the bathroom next. Do I have to say everything? When he sees my mother yelling at his wife, my brother doesn't try to protect her at all. He just doesn't care. I saw that and took a cleaning tool that Megumi had. You gotta do this.
Why do I have to clean?
What are you doing? You can't let him do that, because Takeru is the eldest son. Instead, you should be the one to teach her how to clean up. Like I said before, I don't agree with your ideas. And I came here today because I just wanted to say something. What's wrong with you? I like my job, so I won't quit. And I don't think I have to get married now. And I don't agree with the idea that housework is a woman's job or that men don't have to do housework at all. What the hell? Are you trying to deny me? I'm not denying you. You had no problem with that idea, right? But that's not my happiness. I don't deny you anything, but I don't want you to deny me my way of living either. She got angry when I said that. What the hell? I didn't bring you up to behave this way. I don't let you do that. I don't care what you say. I am what I am. I am nobody else. I live like me, and this is my way of life. And so do they. Takeru.
What?
As your sister, I have to warn you that you will end up divorced if you keep going the way you are.
What? What do you mean?
Say it, Megumi. Yes! I will make my feelings clear now. Then she began to speak in her own words about what we had talked about on the phone the other day. I love Takeru, but looking at you now, Takeru, I'm not sure I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You don't do any housework at all because you are a man, and you depend on me for everything. To me, it is as if I have a big child. When we have children in the future, and if you don't change it, who's going to look after our children? Maybe it was the first time she'd been honest about her feelings. My brother was surprised that she was thinking that way, but my mother wasn't convinced. What a sassy wife! I have lived this way for decades. I've never talked back to my husband, and I've been a good wife and supporter of my family. That's how a woman should live her life. Listen, I've said it many times, but that's an old-fashioned idea. And you were just a housewife, right? It's understandable that your husband worked to make a living and you have to do the housework. But they work together and have exactly the same cost of living. But why does she have to do the housework alone just because she's a woman? Why? Because that's the way it is. Takeru, you should say something to her too. It's the husband's job to discipline his wife. Takeru, think carefully. You're at a fork in the road in your life.
Megumi, I'm sorry. I've been taking advantage of you.
Takeru?
Mom had always told me that's the way it was, so I didn't question it. But when I think about it, we are a couple and we should help each other out. I don't know why I didn't realize that until now. I am so sorry. I'll help you cook and do laundry and clean. I'll do my best to not make you uncomfortable. So give me one last chance.
Okay, I get it. Then I'll trust you one more time.
Mom, we are going to find our own way. So can you please not interfere too much from now on?
When my brother said that, my mother got furious. What the hell? I'm done. Get the hell out of here, all of you, and don't come back to my house. We ignored my mother and left the house. I ended up staying at my parents' house for less than an hour. I'm back to my daily life and working hard as usual. The only thing that has changed is that my mother, who was so annoying, has stopped calling me. At first I was a little worried, but now I'm used to it. By the way, my mom is still in touch with my brother. My brother has started to help with the housework and is doing his best to build a truly happy family. He still visits my mother frequently and tries his best to make her understand him. My mother lives alone, which must be lonely for her, and recently she has begun to understand him. I'm going to leave my mother to my brother and his wife for now, and devote myself to my work more than ever.